Okay, our final forum this evening is for County Clerk. We have 4 candidates who have all been good enough to join us here this evening. They are Daryl Baker, who is the Democratic candidate, and he was chosen by party chairman selection. We have Howard Isaacs, who is the Republican candidate, and he was chosen by party selection. We have Merle Yu, the incumbent, an independent, who got access to the ballot through the signatures route. And we have Mr. Patrick Pawley, also independent, and who also got access through the signature route. All 4 are seeking, well, 3 are seeking to replace Mr. Gu. Mr. Gu is seeking to be elected to a 4-year unexpired term. The term for County Clerk is 6 years. It started in 2010 when Donald Whitten was elected to a 6-year term. Mr. Whitten resigned, as we all know, earlier this year. So they're all seeking the 4-year unexpired term. Gentlemen, we're going to get straight into the meat and potatoes of the County Clerk's office, and this question is shaped a bit like the earlier lengthy question. We're going to start with you, Daryl. I've forgotten again. Do you guys want to do opening statements now, or do you want to do just closing statements at the end? You want to do opening? Okay, go ahead, Daryl.
My name is Daryl Baker. I'm a lifelong Democrat from Ranger. I've lived my whole life right here in Lincoln County. My objective for running for County Clerk is to get Lincoln County to where it should be, and that's honest and fair elections with reliable and friendly service for everyone that enters the County Clerk's office. This county is in need of a County Clerk that's going to do the job and do the job correctly. And if elected, I'm going to be a working County Clerk. I'm going to be in the office, working side by side with my staff, and I intend to learn every aspect of every job in the office. So if a member of my staff needs to take off for annual sick or vacation time, I'll be able to fill in their spot and keep the office running smoothly. I've spoken to the Secretary of State, Natalie Tennant, about training for county clerks and their staff. And if elected, I'm going to take all training that is offered and require my staff to do so as well. So that my staff and I will be better able to serve you, people of Lincoln County. I want the job as your county clerk, and if elected, I'll do my best to serve you, the people of Lincoln County. Thank you.
Thanks, Daryl. Mr. Isaacs, your opening statement.
Yes, I'm Howard Isaacs. I'm a native of Lincoln County by choice, and I'm an Army veteran. I am a past owner and president of HSI Incorporation. I'm a retired, certified roll turner from Steele, West Virginia with better than 40 years service. But now I'm ready to go back to work for the people of Lincoln County. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Isaacs. Clerk Gu.
My name is Merle Yu. I suppose most of you know who I am. If you don't, I suggest you take a closer look. I would stand up and address you, but I would only gain a couple inches. So, I am short on words, but long on action. I hope you know what I stand for and what I stand against. I am accountable for my action as well as my inaction. So I'll serve the people of Lincoln County if given a chance to the best of my ability. And I'll say this. I have been here almost 8 months. I have never missed one day of being here and making sure that the office is open. And I treat a millionaire as I treat a poor person the same way that I would treat a millionaire, with respect. And I will say this, I believe my office is running smoothly, and a county clerk is only as good as the staff that he has. And I want to say I have an excellent staff, and they talk about the voter registration and books. And I think it's shameful that we only have one person taking care of the books. We have a little extra help now. But Christy is doing a magnificent job. And there's a lot that she has to contend with. Personally, I don't see how she gets it done. She goes through a lot that nobody has any idea of what she goes through with. So, I thank you.
Thank you, Mark. And Mr. Pauly?
My name is Pat Polly. I'm from Lincoln County, always from Lincoln County. I live in the McCorkle, Smerico area. I feel that the clerk's office should be fairly represented by the people, not by politicians. I feel that everyone should work together, and I think that the election process is only part of what we have to deal with here. The office is a lot broader than that. Mr. Goo he can assure you that. I feel that as far as the training that has been mentioned, I think that should be mandatory. I think we should work with the county commission to have some sort of a establishment on that. Everybody should be represented the same. Everybody should feel comfortable coming in and know that they have competent people and that they will be represented and they will be taken care of. Come in smiling, leave smiling. And I appreciate that, and I think that we should all look forward to taking Lincoln County forward, not looking backwards.
Thanks, Patrick. Okay, we'll get to our first question, Darrell, and this is to you. And you'll all get a chance to answer the same question. And it's a long one. Chairwoman Ramey mentioned this earlier about the blood of patriots. In sentencing former County Clerk Donald Whitten recently, District Judge Thomas Johnson said the following: "Those who commit election fraud are saying to all Americans who died fighting for freedom and every veteran, yes, those who served and fought and bled for our country, and there are a lot of them in West Virginia, those who commit election fraud are saying to them, your sacrifice means nothing to my petty, provincial, political ambitions. Viewed this way, how can anyone say this conduct is not detestable? If elected, you would be the chief election officer for Lincoln County. What will you do to restore confidence in the electoral process in Lincoln County?" Sure.
I think the judge was right on the money for saying what he said there. It is a slap in the face to all our veterans that went out and fought for our country, for our right to vote, and it's a tremendous slap in the face. Day one, when I come in the office and talk to my staff, I'm going to tell them that I will never ask them to do anything wrong. I don't want them to do anything wrong, and if anybody else asks them to do anything wrong, I want them to tell me, and I'll take care of it.
Thank you, Darrell. Mr. Isaac, same question to you. What you would be chief election officer if elected. What will you do to restore confidence in the electoral process here?
We've had so much voters fraud, as you know, Sean, in our county. We've been a laughingstock of the whole nation, and that hurts me so bad to know that people all over the country is laughing at Lincoln County. There's good people in Lincoln County. There's a few bad ones, but there's good people in Lincoln County. And one of the things that I would absolutely do if it was any way possible is get voters' ID. I believe that would be one of the main ways to keeping the corruption, holding it down in our voting system.
Thank you, Mr. Isaacs. Clerk Goo, you've been charged with tidying up a lot of the problems that were there when you took over. What are you doing to restore confidence in the electoral process here?
Well, number one, it's all on my shoulders now. I could go on about the past, but that doesn't solve the problem. It's up to me to solve it now, and I think that I'm doing a good job from the response of the people. I would keep doing the same that I'm doing right now. I would keep on top of everything, and you've got a book right there in front of you. And for every question that you have got, there is an answer in that book, if you take the time to read it. But if you don't understand it, you call the Secretary of State's office, and they will help to direct you as to whether it's right or whether it's not. They will give you an answer. But the job will not do itself. There has to be somebody there to make sure that it's done. And I'll assure you, I'll be there, and through the staff, it will get done.
Thank you, Merle. Patrick, Pauline, same question to you. What are you doing, and what would you do to restore confidence in the electoral process?
First thing I would do is I would ensure all voters in Lincoln County that they would have fair and honest elections. We'll go out, meet and greet everyone if they have questions. I will visit all the precincts, the voting areas, anywhere that needs addressed. I will seek out training. I will work closely with the Secretary of State. I will work closely with our legislators to get us on track, get us where we need to be, the proper training, the proper people where they need to be. And I will let everyone know that Mr. Farley said it's an open door policy. Anyone needs to know something. If it is straight and narrow, there is no reason to hide anything. More than welcome to look at the books. Somebody comes in and needs help looking something up, I'll be right there with them. And the people in Lincoln County is what matters, and I want the people to know their vote will count, and that the things that were done were not condoned by everyone, and that the patrons were appreciated for everything they've done to give us this right, and that we will carry it on. We will not look backwards. We put it in the past. Be done with it. Go forward.
Thank you, Patrick. Quick question, a bit like what we asked in another forum earlier, and this first question goes to you, Mr. Isaacs. Reflecting on the 18-month sentence handed down to Mr. Whitten, too light, too harsh, or just right?
That is one of the most important jobs in our county. It's up to the county clerk to keep our voters' roll heard, to keep our elections honest. And absolutely, if a position like that, he should have got the maximum sentence. If it was death, so be it.
Clerk Gould, same question to you. Too light, too harsh, or just right?
Well, I would have rather seen that a person who knew better and did wrong, I would have liked to have seen him have to pay back what this county had paid out to him. The sentence, as far as the 18 months, I'll agree with that, because he's going to be humiliated enough over what actions that he did take out in the public. And that's, to me, that would be more harsher than actually the prison sentence, because more than likely, maybe a year, he will be out. But he's got a lifetime, however that would be, to face the public, and that's not going to be pleasant.
Thank you, Merle. Mr. Pauly, same question to you. Too light, too harsh, or just right?
I personally think it's too light. I think that you are responsible for your actions. You should own up to what you've done, and you should respect the people of Lincoln County more. And I do believe that a situation like that is, we just need to put it behind us. We've been raked across the coals with this for so long that we're given black eyes. And I don't think that the sentence that they received would be just due to the people of Lincoln County. And it's done. We need to move on.
And Gerald Baker, same question to you.
I agree. I think it's done and over with. I think it's something that needs to put behind us, not forgotten, but put behind us. I do believe the sentence was too light, but just because, like we spoke of earlier, all of us about the veterans, it was a slap in the face to the veterans. It does seem like an awful light sentence for what was done. But I also would like to see it put behind us. Lincoln County has had enough of a black eye over this issue, and I'm glad to see a lot of good candidates out here running for these positions now, and hopefully that won't ever be an issue again in this county.
Thanks, Daryl. We move on to our third question, and you're the first one to get this one, Clerk Gould. How much time per week would you devote, I guess continue to devote, to the role of County Clerk should you be elected to the 4-year unexpired term?
I just answered that question previously. I have been here every day, from day one, while others have taken vacation or taken days off, I have had none. And the people, my door is open when I come into work in the morning, and it's closed when I leave. And people have access to that at any time of the day. And hey, number one, speaking from a financial point, I don't need this job. I sacrifice a lot for this job. Therefore, if elected, I should be here for the people. Put the people ahead of yourself. And it's an honorable job. It's a hard job. If you think just voting is all there is to it, if you look on the levy, you signed that for the money coming in. Also, for every dollar that goes out here, you sign. There's a great responsibility that goes with this job. And let me tell you, you cannot do it 1 or 2 days a week. It is a full-time job.
Thank you, Merrill. Patrick Pauley, same question to you. How much time per week would you devote to the office of county clerk if you were elected?
I will, as much as needed. Yeah, I think that it's an office that should be manned every day. I think it is an office that should be, someone should be there every day, every hour that the courthouse is open. I actually think, to be honest with you, the courthouse should be open a little longer, but I'm sure that the financial restraints will probably do that because we have a lot of people that are working, can't get into here the hours that they need. We do have Government Day, which is very well appreciated. I'm a big proponent of that. I work very hard to get that in our McCorkle community. And I really feel that if I'm needed 60 hours a week, and if they give me a key to this office, you'll see me when you get here and you'll see me when you leave.
Thank you, Pat. Daryl, same question to you.
I work here for the county. So like Merle said earlier, the staff down there is a very good staff. And I have complete confidence in what they can do. I would be here full time, not because I have any doubts about my staff, but I do believe it's a position that you need to be there in the office. And in case a question arises, I think that the clerk should be the go-between between the county and the Secretary of State's office, which Merle's touched on that too. You really do need to contact the Secretary of State's office when a matter arises. If something that you don't understand in that law book, in West Virginia State Code, you need to contact the Secretary of State's office. And I think the clerk is going to be the person that needs to be doing that.
Thank you, Daryl. And Mr. Isaac, same question to you. How much time per week would you devote to the role?
I plan on working 40 hours plus.
Good enough. We're going to go to our final question. I promised everyone to get them home in time for the main event at 9 o'clock. So our final question, and we're going to start with you, Mr. Pauley. Voter rolls in Lincoln County were apparently neglected for many, many years. What would you do as clerk to maintain the voter rolls in an orderly and up-to-date manner?
First thing, get it under control. First thing, get it updated. I think that was an open door for our past, and therefore we do not want to repeat the past. I feel that people should be represented fairly, not discriminated against. So I feel that what we need to do is the first thing we need to make it a priority, and that's something that will linger over our head for a while until we get it done. I know there's restraints that you have to go through, but that doesn't stop you from working and diligently. If it takes more people, that's great. You know, if we can get the time and money appropriated, if something needs to be done. I've made it a point to go to other county clerk offices, other counties. And if anybody's ever been in one, we are behind the times, I will say. We need to get modernized here. That right there will cut down a vast majority of our, if I can borrow your saying, our good old boy tactics. what we need to do is we need to get with times. We need to get the people, the public involved, and we need to do what it takes to better help these people and make things legal straight up and go forward with everything that we can.
Thanks, Patrick. Same question to you, Gerald. Voter rolls, how do we maintain them?
I don't even think it's something really we should even be talking about right now. This was so grossly neglected in the past. We're having to talk about it now. Like I said, that is the county clerk's job is to keep those accurate. And if I'm elected, I'll get them as accurate as possible and keep it being a working process.
Mr. Isaac, same question to you.
That is the reason that I decided to run for the county clerk's position, was to account for all the voter fraud issues in this county. And of course, I know now we've been cleaning up our books under threat of a lawsuit. I believe that if a person wants to do it for the people, he'll do a better job of it other than the threat of a lawsuit. I believe in continuing to adorn the very programs that Mr. Yu has started. And you have to keep that voters roll purged, and I would continue to do that. I would continue to constantly work to see that the records are kept clean. That I would try to set up something that where when people move out of the county, and I don't know how this would happen, but try to set up when they move out of the county that we would have some way of getting their the address of where they've moved to. Or I know there's Mr. Hughes probably got records and done some of this, but I would do everything possible to keep the voters roll purged and see that we have clean elections in Lincoln County.
Thank you, Mr. Isaacs. And Clerk Gould, you get the final word on that question.
Well, let's say this. Don't hold me to these figures. But the lawsuit that he's speaking about was initiated before I ever came here. But now that it seems like it's subsided. It seems to have satisfied the federal on what has been done in the past 8 months. Approximately 2,200 people have been removed from the voter registration. 7,000 and so many have been put inactive. You don't just pull a person, there is procedures that you have to go through before you can ever remove them. Since I have came here, we have got vital statistics from the state of West Virginia. 294 people who have deceased have been removed from the book. Also, the post office will update you on people that has moved out of the county. So there's where your 2,200 and so forth. Also, upstairs, they will update you on the people that are charged with felonies who cannot vote. Will the job ever be finished? No. But it is manageable now. As you know, people die from time to time. When they die, there's a little process you go to remove that. And as long as the county clerk is here, there'll be people moving, there'll be people dying, so it's a constant upkeep. But if you get it down where it is manageable, instead of being neglected, you had 20 years of neglect here. As you well know, these suitcases, as far as that goes, there was people that were in 1960 was registered. You've got to go through each one of them, one by one by one. It's a long process.
Thank you, Merrill. And we move now to closing statements. Daryl, you get the first crack at that.
I'm asking people of Lincoln County to give me your vote. Give me the opportunity to be your county clerk. In every job that I've worked, I've been a public servant. I've always worked hard, and I've done these jobs to the best of my ability. This job will be no different. I've interacted with people all over Lincoln County, and a lot of these people have encouraged me to run for public office. And I believe it's because I've made myself available and I've helped them with every problem that they've had, no matter how small it may have seemed to other people. And if elected, I'll be here day to day, making myself available and working hard for the people of Lincoln County, always keeping in mind that I'm here for them. Thank you.
Mr. Isaacs, closing statement.
Yes, there's some thoughts that I have on the county clerk position. One of the first things I would do would be to check the security of all of our recordings, see if it need to be updated. As you know, we've had the burnout in our courthouse before, and that would be the very first thing I would do. I would make sure of the security of the courthouse records. I would do my best to set up a website for the people of Lincoln County so they could come in and get information without having to drive into the clerk's office to find out something they needed to know. The reason that I would be honest, I am an honest man, and the reason I'm honest, God had mercy on me in 1980 and saved me. I'm a Christian. I'm a born-again believer in the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. I answer to God. I don't answer to man. I finance my own campaign. I owe no favors to nobody. I do not believe in favoritism. The county clerk's office will be run fair, honest, with an open door policy. And when anyone comes in the clerk's office, I would want them to leave there well pleased with the service they receive. I request to serve you. I'm here to serve you. Thank you.
Clerk Gould?
I would ask the people to consider what I, if you will, inherited, and consider the job not I, but the office has done for the people. And they have done the right thing. I'm going to tell you. I have been a councilman. I have been a mayor who has different things to see that it's done properly. And I think my experience qualifies me for the job that is before me. I am not a career politician. Let me tell you that right out. And I would say I'll be one and done. I'll do the best job that I can, and my goal is to make sure every legal vote is counted and not one illegal vote is cast.
Thank you, Merle. Polly, closing statement.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out here, giving us a chance and opportunity to express our views, show you our interests, and your interest in Lincoln County. The campaign cliches, growing thin, I understand. I appreciate everybody here. I appreciate your support, and I trust the people of Lincoln County that we will have a good, fair election. And I trust you make the right decision. Do it, you know, what you feel best. Do it with your heart. And appreciate your time. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Patrick. Just one more closing message from myself. These candidates took the time to talk to you guys tonight. A lot of them filed last January, some of them filed during the summer. They're making a sacrifice themselves, their families are. They're spending money on campaign materials, on advertising, they're going door to door, they're buying hot dogs, they're meeting you guys at events. My hat is off to all of you guys every time. My dad was town clerk back home in Ireland for 17 years and never had to run. It was a civil servant position, but here in the States, everyone, every office, you run for it, and my Lord, you do earn it, and I admire all of you for that, and I just want to thank you all for taking part.
Thank you, John.
Can I say one thing there?
Yes.
People should remember that this clerk job was not open for the primary. No one had a chance to run for the primary. Okay?
Thank you all very much. Be safe home.